Beroskis, today we're looking at a tier list of signs a woman likes you. This video is gonna come in clutch because, as you all know, us men, we can be quite direct, but women are a bit more mysterious. And it can be quite a puzzle to figure out whether she likes you or not. That ends today. With this tier list, it all ends. I'm gonna be brutally honest. And pretty much everything that I learned, sorry for my girlfriend or my grandma who might potentially be watching this, everything that I learned from being a complete man whore for a solid 10 years is coming out today. So that you, my dear viewer, always know whether you are being friend-zoned or you're obsessed. I'll quickly clarify a couple things. I made these gorgeous ChatGPT icons there at the bottom. Some of them I kind of forgot what they mean, so we'll figure it out together. I have a system, trust me, and then we'll place them all from this top, obsessed, all the way to friend-zone. Obviously, the signs coming in the obsessed at the top, those are super clear. It's pretty much impossible to ruin this. You could say the dumbest shit and do the dumbest shit, this girl is still gonna like you at this point. Then we go over to yup, she wants you, where it is very clear, she wants you. And trust me, if you recognize one of the signs that I'm gonna be putting there, you're in the clear. But if you do some really drastic dumb stuff, you could still ruin it. Then we go to 50-50. Honestly, I think that is my favorite column. No, row, whichever of the two, because 50-50 means this is where your game comes. This is where your game comes in, right? She's neutral. She can be influenced now to you do the right things, she becomes obsessed. You do the wrong things, friend zone. If you notice the signs are up in this column, you're still good. You can still fix this. Then there's the you're fumbling. Now you gotta be really careful. She's losing interest. She's maybe already out of interest. If you are seeing the signs from the you're fumbling row, it's your last chance. Friend zone, you're doomed. If you are in the friend zone, you are literally doomed. The only way to climb out of this hellhole is by breaking all contact, vanishing for a quite long period of time, and re-emerging as a changed man. That's your only option. We're gonna start with this one. What is this one here? Teases you. Okay, teases you, guys. Boom. She wants you. I'm not sure if you guys say this in English, but we always said so in Flemish. Meisjes plagen, liefde vragen, which means teasing the missus is asking for kisses. If you're teasing someone, you usually like them. If someone is teasing you, there's a very good chance that she likes you. Obviously, as this video goes on, the more signs you can combine, the stronger the signal. If she teases you and that's the only signal you recognize, not very foolproof. Next one, she compliments you. I'm going to be putting that in 50-50. A compliment really doesn't hold so much value. It depends on the context much. There have been girls that were completely obsessed with me. I've seen so many conversations of clients where they're getting compliments and the girl actually loves them, but I've seen equal amounts where clients get compliments and they are messing up. It's more like, good boy, you're so, wow, you're really impressive. I don't want to fuck you at any point ever, but you're doing so well. Laughs off flirts. This is quite a bad sign. We're gonna be putting it in your fumbling. Maybe you recognize this. You're on a date, or it could be on a dating app. Whatever type of interaction with a woman, you are teasing, you are making the flirty moves, and she kind of brushes them off. That's what I mean with laughs off flirts, right? You make some sort of flirty, maybe even sexual statement, and she's just like, ha 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 ha, and looks away as if like, let's move on from this. That is a quite horrible sign. I'm not putting it in friend zone yet because you might just be making your moves a bit too early, but in general, it's not a good sign. Let's say you're on a date and you're unsure whether or not you can kiss your girl. One of the things I always tell my client, one of the safest, most foolproof ways to finding out whether you can actually kiss her is just move your head a bit closer. Slowly move your head closer to her head. If she keeps her head in the same place or moves closer to you, good news. If she moves away, bad news. This laughing off flirts is the equivalent of moving her head away. Next one here, look at this beautiful design. She loves you even when you say something crazy. That is honestly top tier. I've noticed this so many times that when a girl is so clearly into you already to that obsession level and you say something really dumb that would not have worked with a stranger or someone who's not obsessed with you yet, and they would have given you shit for it or just been like, damn, this guy's a moron. But at this point, you say it, you realize it of yourself, like, oh my god, that's so dumb. And the girl's just like, ah, ha, 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 ha. She still loves it. If you ever recognize that, absolute obsession. This beautiful, look at this, with the hand coming in. This is she touches you. Now, she touches you, I'm gonna put it in 50-50 for now. Let's think about it for a second. It is a tricky one. In general, Kino escalation. Touching each other is a quite good sign. A woman is not on her own initiative gonna be touching you if she doesn't feel a certain level of comfort, safety, maybe even attraction. Allow me to caffeinate. But I won't place it as high as some other people play stuff like this. In general, yes, a good sign. But I know girls, I've met plenty of girls that were really touchy from the start and are really touchy with everyone. God, I even know a girl, she'll meet you for the second time ever and she'll just jump you because she's a physical person. She's super warm, outgoing, extroverted. Now, I'm not gonna say it's 50-50. We're gonna be putting it at she wants you. It's probably kind of on the same level as her teasing you. I would say teasing you might be the more verbal equivalent of touching you. Okay, speaking of this beautiful logo, let me zoom in so you can see it. She's hot. This is her moving closer to you. Let's put it here for now. Not it's the definitive spot. You're on a date, talking to a girl, and at one point you notice that she's coming to sit closer to you as you're talking. This is a very good sign. Let's think about it. Is it even stronger than her actually touching you? Also depends per person, but it's kind of on the same level. I would even put it higher, to be honest. So I'm gonna move it more to the left. Is it better than her teasing you? Probably is. Her sitting so close to you is literally saying, I want more. I want to be closer to the action. I want to be closer to the source of these good feelings that I'm getting. I'll put it here for now. I'm wondering if it should be even higher, but I'll put it there for now. Okay, here, what about this one? No effort. See, I made GPT make a logo of a girl with no makeup and just her PJs or something. She's putting no effort. You're fumbling. If a girl's putting no effort in your conversations, I'm thinking online now, not necessarily friend zoned yet. If you guys meet her in school or at work or in your social circle and she's putting no effort, it doesn't mean you have to be friend zoned, but there's definitely no interest yet. There's no attraction. She could be comfortable. There could be some of that safe feeling, but nothing that makes her really into you. In general, guys, most of these signs could be linked back to how much effort is she putting. Is she investing time? Is she investing energy? Is she investing money? Is she investing anything at all? When there's no effort, there's obviously no investing, so it's a quite horrible sign. Even worse than this one. Gonna change these. Yeah, boom. Might have to put that even lower later. This little icon right here, she's reacting in your conversation, but she's not making about the two of you. She's not really asking questions back to you. I designed this little logo. Let's put it here, friend zone even. So when designing these logos, I'm thinking of a lot of client cases and what is really going on in their lives. What can I see in their convos? What can I see in their recordings of day game? What can I see in all the reports? A really horrible sign is, and this specific one you're gonna see mostly not if it's an online dating match, but if it's someone that you know from school or work or your social circle. The very big difference in the dynamic here is that if it's someone from a dating match, as long as she replies anything at all, I would say there is still a level of interest. This is not the case with these women from real life, because she might just run into you in the hallway. She might see you in school. You might have mutual friends. So she feels more compelled to at least validate your existence, but she does not want to flirt. So sometimes this goes quite far. She can be reacting to your story. She can laugh it off. She can even share a little something, but she's never really going to make it about the two of you. She's not going to ask really interested questions about you. It's more so just polite conversation. If you notice this happening over a longer period of time, you are friend zoned. Similar logo here, or similar situation, but a bit different. She ignores kind of half the stuff you're saying. I'm going to be putting it temporarily in the 50-50. If she ignores half the stuff you're saying, it could really mean many things. If I think about myself, I could be flirting hardcore with a girl and I'll still ignore half the stuff she's saying. Some people would consider that good game. She could be ignoring half the stuff you're saying because she's just not really interested. You could still make her attracted, but at this point she isn't, so she's not investing too much focus onto whatever you're doing. But it could also be that she's just a girl that's not properly focused. Maybe she's texting a lot of people at the same time. Obviously, this is more of an online dating sign than someone ignoring half the stuff you're saying in real life. That would be kind of weird. This is for online dating. I'm really gonna put this in the 50-50 category. There have been times where girls ignore half the stuff you're saying, but they are really into you, and there have been times where girls ignore half the stuff you're saying and you're pretty much game over. What about this one? Gorgeous angel. She talks about other guys. This is one that a lot of people would not agree with, but if a girl talks a lot about other guys and she is really sharing her struggles with those guys, that is an important nuance, then you are fumbling. You might even already be friend-zoned, either fumbling or friend-zoned. Small caveat is when a girl is mentioning how other guys like her and other guys want her, or like, oh my god, this guy did this for me and I don't really like it, blah blah blah. That is more so her trying to show her, look, I'm wanted. People want me, I'm hot, like me. I want you to think that I'm hot. That would be a good sign. The way I'm seeing it here is she is really, I have this problem with this guy, like what do you think he means? And he told me this, but then he didn't do it. What the hell? Why isn't he texting me? In that case, you're the little friend zone boy that she's venting to. Let's put it right here. Boom, friend zones. Horrible, horrible. But again, I should have made an extra logo where she's like just trying to make you sort of jealous or prove to you that she's wanted and she's hot and blah blah blah. Then it would go right here. It would go right here. Okay, next one. She texts first. She wants you. Very clear sign that she wants you, as long as the contents of the text are not stuff like, yo, can you help me with my homework? Or that type of nonsense where you're being used as a tool. If it's her texting first to seeing how you're doing, what your plans are, sharing a photo of her new dress or whatever, really good sign. Girls really love being chased. I hope that's not news to you. If she wants contact with you so much that she's not waiting for you to engage and start the conversation on this particular day, but she's making that move herself, that is a glorious sign. So yup, she wants you. Speaking about this, I just told you that she could share a photo of her new dress or something. I made this beautiful icon. Let's zoom a little bit. Hell yeah, she's sending selfies. Super clear sign that she likes you. A girl sending you a selfie is pretty much her saying, hey, I want you to see me. Look how good I'm looking today. It could be that she's doing her makeup or she's trying on a new dress or whatever. She just feels like she has a good hair day and she wants you to know. She wants you to know so badly that she's making a selfie and she's sending it to you. Maybe you have noticed that for yourself, that's on a day where you feel particularly good about yourself, or you look past the mirror and you're like, damn, my outfit's good today, my hair is good, whatever, you're feeling sexy, you kind of wish that one person would see it. You'd need to have quite horrible game than to actually make a photo and send it to her. Don't do that. A slightly better way would be to have some sort of Instagram story where she can find out by herself if she watches your Instagram story. That would already be better. Hopefully you're not making that story too try hard. But yeah, girls will be more inclined to actually just make the photo and share it with you. What do you think about my new dress? Or they'll find some excuse, like you've seen a million times where girls post a clear bikini photo on their Instagram and it's all about their ass or their cleavage or what, they're just looking ridiculously sexy and they want you to know. And then the caption will be something like, missing summer or whatever. Yeah, we all know that's not what it's about. So anyway, clear sign, she wants you. Now, one of the most clear signs that a girl is actually obsessed with you is right here in this mega boring logo. She changes for you. She changes plans for you right here. Number one sign, at least for now. Girl code is a thing. Bro code is a thing. If someone already has plans and they're changing them to be able to spend more time with you, that is a big deal. Obviously more so for one person than another, but in general, it is a big deal. She's literally saying, I prioritize you over whatever other thing I had already agreed to. You're breaking your word. You're breaking your promise to spend more time with that one person. Obsessed. Going back all the way to the goddamn friend zone is this one. I'll show you this beautiful one. I'm not sure why ChatGPT wanted to put it inside some sort of Photoshop layout, but this is a girl just chilling, and the guy, although he looks jacked, he's just doing chores for her. This is something that I have personally never been involved in, but unfortunately I have heard some stories like this from TextGod followers that would email stories like this. And honestly, it seems like it's something that happens more in the States, more so than Europe. Girls blatantly asking guys to do chores for them. Hey, could you help me move these things? Hey, could you pick me up from the club? Hey, do you want to bring me to school? These type of things. Of course, there's always a scenario where it could happen that she is interested in you and she wants to spend more time with you. Please have some sense of reality, self-respect. When you are asked to do these type of chores, you really know what time it is. Is she going to the club to flirt with a whole bunch of guys, and then you're the one asked to bring her home, and then you're not allowed to, you're not invited in? You are probably giga friend zoned. Does she need some stuff moved in her house and you're the one she calls upon, and that's just it? You're giga friend zoned. This one goes here. This one, she's just looking at you, staring at you. You notice that this girl, whether it's at work, whether it's at school, if you notice that a girl is repeatedly looking at you, highly likely a very good sign. Let's put it right here. Guys, we look at things we're interested in. If you are in the same room as me and I come in with a meal that looks just delicious, you're not going to be able to hold yourself from staring at it every now and then. That's just how it goes. If you're a guy that's insecure about his pathetic biceps and there's a guy in the room that has massive biceps, you're probably, even as a straight guy, going to be looking at his biceps every now and then because you're like, fuck, I wish I had those biceps. Damn. Bro to bro, those biceps are pretty good looking. You're gonna want them. If there is a girl that you find super attractive, good luck not staring more than once. You've noticed it in a club, you've noticed it in a metro. The same goes for girls seeing someone they're interested in. They are going to be staring at them, right? Sometimes they'll know they're doing it, sometimes they don't realize they're doing it, but it is going to happen, and it is a very clear sign. Yup, she wants you. What is this one here? Likes your stories, guys. She likes your stories. 50-50. There are girls liking your stories that just like the story, or there was a cute dog in there, or the view was just good, nice sunset, but she has no interest in you whatsoever. It is also possible that she wants to send subtle signs that she likes you as a person and the stuff you're doing, and she's kind of hoping that you'll pick up on that signal. It could really be one of the two. This sign in itself doesn't say much at all. We're putting it in 50-50. She laughs too much. She laughs too much. She's always giggling around you. Even if you say stuff that isn't necessarily funny, she's still laughing. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant sign. She just loves you a lot. It's one of these signs that I noticed so much with my current girlfriend, that I would just say stuff that isn't necessarily funny and she would be laughing anyway. And that's when I knew it's in the bag. Obsessed. Here, this one, classic. The classic old school pickup sign. She's playing with her hair, bro. If she's playing with your hair, that's an indicator of interest. She likes you. I'll tell you, it could really mean jack shit. If she's playing with her hair, it could mean that she likes you, but just as well, she's just playing with your hair. Girls love touching their hair. Maybe she's a bit bored. Maybe she likes how it feels. It really doesn't have to mean anything. Don't get hung up on those old school POA signs. Of course, as I said at the start of the video, if they're clustered, if she's making eye contact quite often and she's playing with her hair and she's lip biting and her legs are crossed and she's making sure her top's looking good, yeah, then she does like you. But the hair in itself could mean anything. 50-50, keep gaming. 5 left here. What about this one? She replies to your stories just as liking the stories. Could be either way. I would say it's a bit stronger, so where is the other one here? She likes your stories. Let's put that here. And this one goes more this way. If she's actually replying to your stories, it is, again, more investment than the like. So it means a bunch more. We could consider putting it with, yep, she wants you, but not really though. I'm also thinking from the other perspective. I'll reply to girls' stories because something's interested or I want more info or I think something's cool when I'm completely not interested in them in a romantic way. You know, it's called socializing, a conversation. You don't only do that with people that you're obsessed about. This one here, she engages in conversation. 50-50. Yes, it's a good sign. And again, if this is an online dating match that keeps engaging in conversation with you, good. As long as she's texting back, there's some level of interest. In a bar, in a day game approach, it could be more so her being polite. It's tougher to reject someone in person than over text, so it means a bit less. Also, you could just be friend zoned, but she's venting to you or she finds a topic interesting and you're not really making it very flirty, so she's not feeling uncomfortable. It could really mean both things. Just because someone engages in conversation with you doesn't really mean much. Giga slow replies. Look at this. Bam, bam, bam. Time's ticking. Giga slow replies. This is a quite bad sign. You're probably fumbling. I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. First of all, you might have noticed it yourself. Assuming that you have some options in dating, if you really like someone, it's really tough to ignore their text for a long amount of time. If you get text from someone and you're like, I should probably reply to them, but you're not really feeling like it, maybe you open it, you mark unread again so you don't forget later, but you don't really care, it's gonna take you a longer time to respond. Generally a bad sign. I had a client of mine who was doing really good. He is still doing really good with girls, and he was texting with a bit of a, not an A-list celebrity, I'll be honest, but I would say like in the country where she lives, definitely B-list celebrity. And the content of the text was always super hot. Oh, I'm so happy you're texting me. Oh my God, I can't wait to see you again, blah, 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 blah. But the replies were so slow, and after a few back and forths, she would always stop texting. A couple of months later, we would re-engage. Same story. Content of the text, perfect. Super slow replies, and eventually she stops replying. This is just a game player. Guys, this is a game player. And if you're a girl watching this, the same goes if a guy does this with you. It's a game player. He's not really interested. No matter what his words say, the action speaks louder. The replies are slow. They're inconsistent. Sometimes he or she forgets about you. My row says you're fumbling, but really it more so means she's just or he's just not very interested. We have two more. One here, sudden fumbliness, I called it. Look at the girl, she's like, blushing. Oh no, she doesn't know what to do. She becomes a bit more clumsy around you. As cliche as this sound, or maybe you see it in the movies, she'll drop her stuff on the floor. I have clearly noticed this though. Girls that you're getting to know and they're really into you, they will become more fumbly. Yup, she wants you. Big sign. Right here, at the top, maybe even here. If you think a girl likes you and you're on a date with her, try staring her straight into the eyes and just moving a bit closer and keep talking to her, and notice how most girls cannot handle that tension, right? She likes you, suddenly you're more in her face, you're speaking her in a very masculine, dominant way. Very good odds that she doesn't know how to handle that tension. She'll start blushing, she doesn't really know what to say, she just kind of like, the computer tilts. Great sign and a great feeling. So yup, she wants you. She might even be obsessed. Let's put it here. So it's really close to this one. Right, last one. This one, it's her texting with you, but she doesn't want to meet up with you. You're fumbling. You're fumbling hardcore. You might even be friend zoned. This is again something that more celebrity girl would do to that one client. The words were nice. It all sounds very promising, but when push comes to shove, there are no dates happening. Maybe sometimes the person wants to feel how loved they are. They need a little validation boost and they're using you for that. But as long as they're not meeting up, she's clearly not obsessed. She probably doesn't want you. Guys, keep in mind, if someone's texting with you a lot, but they're not meeting up, think of the TextGod formula. A-S-I, A plus S plus I equals or is bigger than DT. She needs to be attracted, feeling safe, comfortable, and invested. If those three values are higher than her date threshold, then she will meet you. So if someone is texting you a lot, but they're not meeting with you, have a look. What am I lacking? Is she not feeling comfortable? Is she not attracted yet? Or is she just not invested enough yet? Fix whichever pillar is lacking and then she will meet you. So by now you should have a better understanding of whether the girl that you're talking to likes you or not. Maybe someone in the future. Keep these things in mind. If you want to prevent her from not liking you, then I recommend watching this video where I'll give you some easy to execute tips to be more attractive both over text and in real life so that she's always obsessed with you. Thanks for watching. If you have other tier lists that you want me to do, because I enjoy making it, let me know in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you. Have a nice day. Watch the other video. Bye. I love you.